The thing is, I stay open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably more
Way open.
Yes. Oh my God, that sounded so wrong.
I didn't mean that.
Leave her open. That's what the younger men do. They leave that woman open.
Are not selecting Tracy Ellis Ross's. Not for marriage. She can still get it. There are a lot of guys who would slay that easy, would have no problem even being seen with her in public. But would a man that she wants do it? Let's say, imagine the man that Tracy Ellis Ross would get. Chances are he would be younger. Maybe some up and coming young actor. Can you imagine a woman like Tracy Ellis Ross with a 58-year-old CEO of a Fortune 50 company, an accomplishment? No, they needed a completely different woman. And that's the ultimate point. The longer you're by yourself, the less likely you are a good fit for anybody else. Tonight we were going to talk about high value versus finesse, but this is important. Here's some things, ladies. I'm going to ask you, ladies, especially you women over 35, what are you going to be willing to give up?
It is a genuine, regular thought process for me. It's one of the reasons, I mean, we've talked about this, that often I date younger men. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it is because...
Let's stop on that, folks.
Oh my God, we had a great dinner. We had a great dinner, by the way, where across the table, your husband goes, "But why?" And I said, "Well, maybe because I can."
Yes, Parish. This is what I'm saying. Tales from Tracy's.
It's fun. It's very fun to share.
Tracy tales.
But
you date a younger woman.
But one of the reasons, though, that because I had to ask myself that question, I was like, "What is this about?"
Yeah.
Because I want a partner, and so often, and it's not just that I'm older, I'm also very embodied. I am a full, very whole person who knows myself, who is in charge of my life, and who lives a very full, just robust life. So it's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous?
There's that.
There's that. But a lot of men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks. And anything that starts to smell of that for me, I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was a possession or whatever those things were, or prize, I have no interest in it, and I will not do it again.
Okay, so let's have a conversation here. I think maybe she's referring to men that are over age and probably older than her who are masculine, and she couldn't deal with it. Why? Maybe because she's a boss chick. Her acting career has enabled or has sort of given such superpowers, and she feels like she can't deal with that. She sees that as toxic. And now at her age, she wants to date younger men that she can control because of her financial abilities. And again, because she can. Because those are guys that are not looking to marry her. They are there for you know, they are just there maybe for the sex. And to learn a few things from probably at times, maybe if those guys are into acting, or some of them, they need some connections or something. But she feels in control, and she wants that control because she's one of those boss ladies, just like Kelvin Samuels predicted. She can't keep a man. She hasn't been able to be with somebody for the longest. You know, you've heard what she's saying there. So what's your take on this? Let me see on your comment section, guys.
I would love a relationship that makes my life better than it is. I have no interest in just being in a relationship to be in a relationship. I can have a wheel of lovers. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, will you stop going into...
I'll be like, I take what I like and I leave the rest. I say, thank you and goodbye.
Stop going.
I say, thank you, sir.
You're not at a jazz bar.
I am at a jazz bar.
You're at a jazz bar.
Oh, I just spit. I'm like,
No, that's not. No man is there. Stop. That's why you're not
That's
meeting
why.
them.
No.
Because you keep going to the jazz
I
bar.
went to the jazz bar and I went, and a man came and I said, "Who are you?" And he said, and I said, "I don't know that."
You see how Kelvin Hart was a bit polite, telling her, no man is there at the jazz bar. So you don't meet men here. Simply telling her that, you know what, there's no man worth taking you seriously out there at the jazz bar. And he's right. Like, who's going to take her seriously? You know, because men already know who she is. So it's only the younger men that want to get some.
Thing is, I stay open. I'm probably more
Way
open.
open.
Yes. Oh my God, that sounded so wrong.
I didn't mean that, Mom.
My heart,
your family,
my heart stays open.
Your heart
more
literally
open than it
stays
should.
open.
Yes. Yeah, that was
Okay.
hard.
All right.
More open
correction.
than it should be. But I do date, and it's a fascinating adventure out there. You know, mostly though, I think there's really good men out there. I think to a certain extent, I'm a very unique sort of unicorn of a woman.
Yes, you
And
are.
so it's going to take a unique person. And in the meantime, I have really learned how to live my life and enjoy it and not sit around waiting.
I think what she's talking about is she's understood the dating market to a very extent. And in as much as she can get what she wants in terms of maybe some guys that can sleep with her, but like the guys that will take her seriously, she knows that she's not been able to get that. And that's why Kelvin Sabo was saying she's not going to sit around and wait. Guys, she hit the wall a long time ago, and she's been able to find peace after hitting the wall. So this is a post-war hitting.
There's a lot you can learn about who a guy is or who a person is by how they are on the court.
Yes.
They let their guard down.
They let their guard down and their
really
character
interesting.
comes out.
I think I could have used that information. I think I'm a little late on adding that to my list of how to figure out if he's a match.
Guys,
still time.
Noted now. There's still time because I'm still single. So noted now.
You know,
I learned as I've gotten older, like chemistry is not a relationship. And
Ooh,
love,
say that again.
chemistry is not a relationship.
yes.
And
Okay.
love does not always include chemistry.
Yes.
And
yeah.
I'm somebody who wants both. Now, everybody's not like that. Some
Yeah,
people really don't want a sort of the passionate chemistry of, intimate, physical energy. That's not their thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who that's one of the ways they communicate love.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing
Yeah.
is for me, when it takes a lot for somebody to get inside my heart and feel
Yeah,
safe,
yeah.
once you get in there, it's so hard for me to get you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have to really give myself time. And that's the other thing I would say to Ronan about him sort of pining around this old relationship. Remember that in memory, you remember the good stuff.
That's right.
So it's not always the full picture. There's a reason that didn't work, and you can trust that. And the right relationship, there's nothing you can do to make it stop. Like it will resurface itself if it's meant to be.
The last part was quite interesting where she was talking about chemistry and also maybe I remembered in our relationship didn't work. Guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section and check out my channel. We have over 450 videos on the channel. So check out some more, even if you don't subscribe, but check out more content on the channel. You'll probably find something you'll like a lot. I'll see you in the next one.